questions for Brandon?
So, multiple people told us yesterday that you were sliding in the DMs and recruiting the portal on both sides of the ball. What made you want to take such a direct approach as the leader of this team to try to recruit those guys?
Yeah, obviously we got to get some playmakers in here. I think it speaks volumes too whenever the quarterback reaches out to you, whether it's receiver, whether it's a DB. So whenever I have the chance and our recruiting guys ask me to reach out to some people, I'm definitely going to do it. I like connecting with the guys too to know who I'm getting in a player as well as a teammate. And so definitely slide into the DMs whenever I'm told to. So yeah.
Did you see tape of Caldwell or before you did that?
Oh yeah, definitely. And was very glad that we had gotten him in the transfer portal. He was a very big ad for us. He's done some really good stuff out here so far, so very excited about him and what he's going to do for us.
When you see a guy like that, you think outside, take the top off guy, but he's doing a lot of stuff over the middle, crossing routes.
Yeah.
Is he more complete than you realized?
Yeah. So obviously whenever we got him, we knew that he could stretch the field, but we didn't know what he had to offer inside, like you just said. And he showed us that he's able to do it all. So very excited about that. And like I said, just excited to see what he can do for us.
Not just him, but are you seeing more guys working that middle of the field? It felt like that was an area that you guys kind of struggled with last year.
I think everybody that we have right now, we're asking them to do a little bit of everything. I think we're asking people to go deep a lot more than we were last year. I think we're asking them to run a lot more over the middle routes and even underneath routes. So excited about the entire group of wideouts that we have and just looking forward to seeing what they can do.
How quick were people to follow you once you did the DM thing?
It was pretty quick. They were pretty quick getting back to me. Jeff's a bad texter though. I would text Jeff and he would take forever to respond. So I'm like, there's no telling if he's coming to us or not. So, once we went to dinner and everything together, it was good to get to talk to him and interact with him and get to realize the character that he is. Y'all saw it yesterday in the media. He's a jokester, so he's quiet too. But it's good to get to know him and everything.
Is that a rare combo? Somebody that has that much personality, but also is kind of
he doesn't show it, and then whenever you get it out of him, he shows that he's got a big personality. So yeah. It's probably a pretty rare combo, I would assume, because usually, you look at guys like Cyrus Allen, who's going to let you know about everything that you do. He's going to say, "I've never been not open, Sorsby. Why are you not throwing me the ball?" I'm like, "Well, Cyrus, you're going to get it. Trust me. I promise you, I'm going to get you the ball." So, a little different, which is good. We added a few characters to the receiver room and just every room in general. Obviously, everybody's a good human being, which is the most important thing, as well as just being a good player. So, very excited about the group of guys we brought in.
You mentioned the wide receiver room, obviously, with Jeff, Caleb Goody, Cyrus Allen. Talk about what they bring to the table, not only on the field, but as leaders as well.
Yeah, so obviously whenever you come in, you're probably not thinking right away that you're going to have to be a leader and have a vocal presence on the team. All those guys have, and, just showing it through their work ethic as well. Everybody we brought in has been very hardworking and, meshed really well with our culture and fit right in. So, I love the group that we brought in.
Did you know Jeff declared for the military after high school?
I did after watching it back yesterday because he told me to watch it, so I ended up going and watching it. So, yeah, I had no clue. Also had no clue that he was 5'8", apparently, so crazy story.
Is there an area of your game during spring that you're trying to work on the most?
Just taking care of the ball, obviously. Thought I did a pretty good job of that until late last year. And then I would just say just continue to make the right decisions as well and be more accurate and try to be more precise with the ball placement and everything.
You don't want to disrespect past teammates, but just looking at the roster, not guys on the hook right now, does it look like a better team?
Obviously you like to think year to year that you're improving. I think that we have a very talented roster this year, and I'm excited about what we're going to do. But obviously time will tell, and I feel really good about where we're at.
How much can you tell that added length and athleticism in the secondary, especially the
for sure. You can tell just us taking deep shots, and it's not like we're just taking free deep shots. Everything's contested, and the DBs are making it hard on us. We definitely are a lot more rangy and long, like you said. So it's good to see that as well. Obviously, that's what you want. You don't want it to just be a bomb fest out here, and you would have probably a little bit of concern. So our defense is doing a great job this spring.
Losing 3 good offensive linemen after last season, is that a big adjustment, especially with how much football they had played and how much you'd been able to bond with them?
Yeah, so obviously losing those 3 guys was a big hit to us, but I think we've done a great job of bouncing back. Obviously, we rotated a couple guys here and there last year that are out there playing for us right now. So I think those guys are meshing really well as well. So as long as we can just keep stacking days and everything, I feel really good about where we're at.
Speaking of offensive line, obviously they looked well today. 2 big home runs in the running game. Just talk about what you've been able to see as spring ball kind of concludes for you.
Yeah, they're doing a great job up front. Our running backs are doing a great job of hitting the hole and breaking through arm tackles and all that. So as long as I said, like, we just keep stacking days, I like where we're at a lot. And I think the more time on task that you have playing together with a group of offensive linemen, it's just going to continue to grow and just get better from there.
What's the go-to restaurant when you're trying to win these guys over?
Probably Jeff Ruby's. I mean, it's got to be Jeff Ruby's. It's got to be Prime. We went to Prime all the time on our visits while we were hosting visits and everything. And then obviously Jeff Ruby's is a staple of Cincinnati.
So not a lot of vegetarians coming in.
No. Ideally, we have no vegetarians, but they're gonna be sprinkled here and there. So.
Do you ever like go back in the off season and look at like NFL stuff, or like just take inspiration maybe like Burrow, the way he climbs the pocket, or Mahomes? Like, do you sit down and look at some of that stuff, try to add it?
Yeah, and I'm obviously watching football every week, so just anything I see that I like, which most of the time with the big names in the league, you're obviously going to pick something out of their game every week. They're always doing something really well. So just trying to incorporate whatever it may be into my game and, see what I can add to my, my arsenal or whatever you want to call it. But, just continue to try to grow my game and just watch from other guys and learn from other guys as well.
How hard is that? Like Burrow stepping up in the pocket like he does.
Yeah, obviously he's one of the best in the league. And, I mean, it's obviously if I was able to do it that well, I'd already be there right now. So, you just got to try to do what you can to add it to your game and, see what you can add to. I mean, everybody's different. Everybody's got a little bit a different game, a little bit different motion and all that. So, whatever you can add to your game, it's good to try and add it.
Other people contacted you. What was that temptation like?
There was no temptation. I was staying here the whole time. Like I said, I've said it over and over each time I've talked. Just that we were so close to being so good last year, and I just had a chip on my shoulder to come back and prove that we could be what we thought we were going to be last year and even better than that. So we got to attack it one game at a time, one day at a time throughout the rest of this spring ball, throughout the summer, throughout fall camp, into the season, and just see where we end up in December and January and all that. So but just one day at a time and see where we can end up.
What goes through your mind when you see basketball guys reports of $3 million plus for NIL?
Happy for him. Obviously, it's benefiting all the players across college right now. So, if you have a chance to go make some money, obviously. But, at the end of the day, you got to find a place that's the right spot for you. And, yeah, that's all there is to it.
Were you good at basketball?
I like to play pickup and everything. I was never a high school. Baseball season was always right there in basketball season. So, if I was to play another college sport, it would not be on the hardwood. It would be out there on the diamond.
Did you stay for the 9th inning the other day?
Oh, yeah. It was heartbreaking. But that was back today. We'll be all right.
Thanks, Brendan.
Thanks, Brendan. Appreciate it.